Welcome back to the workshop. It's great to see you. Today I want to share something special with you. It's a recent project I did with my buddy Jimbo from Balanced Design Solutions, showing off the incredible work being done over at Innovative Air Technologies. This video is a prime example of heavy-duty design automation using SolidWorks and DriveWorks. It shows how they turn massive, complex industrial specs into manufacturing-ready 3D models with practically the push of a button. I'm showing you this right now to set the stage. I want you to know that here in the workshop, we are just going to stop at intro to sketching a rectangle. We are aiming high. This video, this is the destination. This is the kind of powerful engineering magic we are going to learn how to master. And don't worry if it looks intimidating. I'm already cooking up a brand new step-by-step training video using DriveWorks Express to get you started on your own automation journey. Keep an eye out for that soon. But for now, sit back and get inspired by how the pros at Innovative Air do it. Let's get to work.
If you can't machine it, don't draw the line. We don't waste hours on a bad design. No smoke, no mirrors, no fancy switches. Designed for the build with Whistle Britches.
It started with a question. Could we automate what no one else had? A bold challenge. And maybe a little madness. Build it faster, build it smarter. And according to Casey, make every drawing perfect. Perfect sounded easy until it wasn't. 100 options here, 1,000 there, and every one of them wanted to argue. DriveWorks did its best, so did I. But the stopwatch never lied. 5-minute builds felt like 5-hour marathons. Still, something in that chaos clicked. What if the solution wasn't more controlled, but less? One file instead of many, one process instead of a maze. Suddenly, complexity started behaving like an old friend. James asked for screenshots. I gave him a movie. The models loaded in seconds. So fast, I had to slow the video down just to make it believable. And somewhere in there, we stopped chasing perfection and started trusting the process. We call it DriveWorks Reimagined, a cleaner, faster, more confident way to design. It's not about replacing the engineer. It's about giving them room to breathe, to create, to laugh when the balloons overlap, and to know it'll be better next time. The pursuit of the perfect drawing continues, but now we're running it together.
Okay, give me just a second here. I swear this thing was open 5 minutes ago. Hang on, this part's not
Hey
automated
boss,
yet.
you look like you could use a hand.
Hang on, I'll get it.
Come on, Jimbo. You didn't bring me on to just sit around with my hands in my pockets. Let me handle this one.
Fine, go for it, Whistle Britches.
Hey folks, they call me Whistle Britches around here. I've learned to accept it, and I'd appreciate it if y'all respect it. Where'd the name come from? Well, there's only 2 people that know that story, and one of them ain't talking. So, I reckon we'll just keep it that way. Now, Jimbo recruited me to help keep things moving around here. If you heard him try to explain something, you'll know why I stepped in to present. So while he's grabbing a cup of coffee, or maybe a nap, I'll show you what we've been working on. Alright, let's rewind just a bit. Balanced Design Solutions signed up to automate your sales drawing process back in phase 1. Now, from what I understand, that was a task that used to chew up a lot of your mechanical design team's time. 2 weeks, easy, just to get a quote out the door. So in phase 1, y'all scratched the surface, got a few top-level configurations in place, and cut that down to about 5 minutes. But let's be honest, that just wasn't good enough, was it? That's where phase 2 comes in, where old Jimbo might have bit off more than he could chew. This might look familiar. He mentioned he might spruce this up a bit. Well, let's see. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and kick off his specification. We'll just run the defaults to get something rolling and get back to the user interface. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yep, definitely looks different. All right, we'll get this snake rattling now.
Break it down.
Here, there we go. We'll just tuck you away right here while we look around a bit. All right, we'll launch a new spec and take a look under the hood. Up here, you've got 4 buttons and it defaults to the project information page first, just to get the basics filled in. Now, this configuration drop-down can be found on every screen. It's a list of 84 top-level configurations. You might have noticed this flow diagram here on the screen. Well, this right here is your instrument panel. It keeps up with your choices almost as fast as you can make them, and remember, you can change that top level configuration at any time. All right, while that first model is finishing up down there, let's hop on over to the process air screen and take a look. Okay, nothing too fancy here. You got your configuration drop down, your dynamic instrument panel, and something else you may have noticed, your choices will guide the available downstream options in order to reduce the clutter on the screen. All right. Okay. I see the model generation is complete for the first specification we ran. We'll take a look at the output if we have time. All right, really not much more to talk about here. Here's something that might be useful. For your process and React blower selections, there's a little information icon. If you click it, a table will pop up to give some likely choices for matching up the CFM requirements. Now, there's one more thing old Jimbo cooked up that I think y'all will like. The inspiration came when he was talking to Joe Isawa over at Go Engineer. Joe mentioned a young lady who built in an option for her users to switch to dark mode. Got old Jimbo thinking, and this is what happens when he gets to thinking. See if he ain't thinking about something nerdy, there's a good chance he's thinking about Auburn football. Since he knows some folks prefer other teams, he decided to provide options for every team in the Southeastern Conference. Now, something he thinks is funny, but I've tried to tell him otherwise, is the way he labels the theme preference drop-down. He says, Auburn is my favorite theme, what's yours? Some things you just embrace and keep moving. Of course, he didn't stop there. There's a theme for a bunch of holidays and even one for Innovative Air. I'm done talking now. I'll show the output from the spec we ran during the outro. Well, all right. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Now, just in case you missed it, we managed to reduce their preliminary design process flow from 2 weeks to less than 2 minutes. Now, my daddy would say, son, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And well, I have to agree. That's a pretty significant improvement. Okay, all right. Y'all probably about tired of hearing me talk. So y'all take care, and I'll catch you in the shop next time.
If you can't machine it, don't draw the line.